Every morning you have two choices: hit snooze on your potential or wake up and take control of your life. Success is not something that happens to you, it's something you create, and it all starts with what you tell yourself the moment you open your eyes. So here are 5 things you must remind yourself every single morning to dominate your day, your goals, and your life. I am in control of my life. Every single day, from the moment you open your eyes, you have a choice. You can either let life dictate how you feel, how you act, how you think, or you can take control. You can take the wheel, steer the direction, and decide right now that this is your life and you refuse to live it on anyone else's terms. Because here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to walk into your life and hand you success, happiness, or fulfillment. If you don't take control, life will control you. If you don't take action, circumstances will decide your fate. Too many people wake up and immediately react to life, react to stress, react to problems, react to the world around them, never realizing that they have the power to create their own reality. Think about it. Every successful person, every leader, every game changer has one thing in common. They take full ownership of their lives. They don't blame their past. They don't complain about their circumstances. They don't wait for the right time. They wake up every day and decide that their life is their responsibility. No excuses. No victim mindset. Just action. Most people live on autopilot. They wake up, check their phones, scroll mindlessly, get caught up in negativity, and before they even get out of bed, they've already lost control of their day. Their mood is dictated by the news, by social media, by other people's opinions. They don't even realize that they are surrendering their power before the day even begins. But you're not most people. You are here because you know there's more. You are here because you refuse to be controlled by anything other than your own vision. Taking control means refusing to be a prisoner of the past. Maybe life hasn't been fair. Maybe you've faced obstacles, failures, heartbreaks. But what happened yesterday doesn't define what happens today, unless you let it. Every morning, you get a new chance, a fresh start, a clean slate. What you do with it is up to you. You can sit and dwell on everything that went wrong, or you can rise up and decide that today is the day you take your power back. Control isn't just about what happens around you, it's about what happens inside you. It's about training your mind to focus on solutions, not problems. It's about choosing discipline over comfort, purpose over distractions, progress over perfection. It's about understanding that no one and nothing has power over you unless you give it to them. Your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, they are yours to command. There will be days when things don't go as planned, when setbacks hit, when you feel tired, unmotivated, or overwhelmed. But control means pushing forward anyway. It means showing up, doing the work, and staying committed no matter how you feel, because success isn't about motivation. It's about consistency. It's about taking the driver's seat, pressing down on the gas, and refusing to let anything pull you off course. And let's be real. Life will test you. It will throw challenges in your way. It will try to break you. It will make you question if you're strong enough. And that's when you have to stand tall and say, I am in control. I decide how this story ends. Because the truth is, your circumstances don't define you, your choices do. No matter what happens today, no matter what obstacles come your way, remember this. You have the power to respond, to adapt, to overcome. You have the power to rewrite your story. You are not stuck. You are not powerless. You are in control of your life. I am stronger than my excuses. Excuses are the chains that keep people trapped in the same place, living the same life, never moving forward. They are the voice in your head telling you that you're too tired, too busy, not ready, not good enough. They disguise themselves as reasons, as logic, as valid justifications, but in reality, they are just lies. Lies designed to keep you comfortable, to keep you from stepping into your full potential. And the moment you stop believing them, the moment you stop negotiating with them, you take back your power. Most people don't realize that their excuses are running their lives. They wake up tired and say, I'll start tomorrow. They hit a challenge and say it's just not meant to be. They don't feel motivated and decide maybe this isn't for me. And every time they listen to that voice, every time they give in, they reinforce the habit of quitting. But you are stronger than your excuses. You are stronger than that little voice in your head that tries to convince you to take the easy way out. Because here's the truth. There is never a perfect time. There is never a moment when everything lines up just right. There will always be obstacles, always be doubts, always be discomfort. And if you wait until you feel ready, you'll be waiting forever. Successful people don't wait for permission. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for the right moment. They create the right moment. They move forward even when they don't feel like it. They push through even when every part of them wants to stop. They don't let excuses dictate their future. Think about the last time you let an excuse stop you. Maybe it was skipping the gym, delaying that project, holding back from taking a risk. In the moment it felt justified. It felt like you were making a reasonable decision. But looking back, do you feel proud? Do you feel satisfied? Or do you feel like you let yourself down? That's what excuses do. They rob you of your potential. They rob you of your results. They make you feel safe in the moment but leave you with regret in the long run. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't is simple. Discipline. Discipline means showing up no matter what. It means doing the work even when you're tired, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. It means telling your excuses to sit down because you are the one in control. And every time you push past an excuse, every time you choose action over comfort, you build strength. You prove to yourself that nothing, not laziness, not doubt, not fear, can stop you. Excuses will never go away. They will always be there, whispering in your ear, trying to convince you to slow down, to take a break, to quit. But you don't have to listen. You don't have to give in. You can choose right now to break free, to refuse to be held back by the same patterns that have kept you stuck, to step up and take full ownership of your life. Because when you strip it all down, it's simple. You either find a way or you find an excuse. And the choice is always yours. I am grateful for today. Gratitude is not just an emotion. It's a mindset, a way of life, a powerful force that can shift everything. Every single day you wake up, you are given a gift, a new opportunity, a fresh start, another chance to go after your dreams, to grow, to love, to create, to impact the world around you. Yet most people open their eyes and immediately focus on what's wrong. They focus on what they don't have, what's missing, what's stressful, what's frustrating. They start their day in a state of lack and they wonder why they feel stuck, unmotivated, unhappy. But when you train yourself to wake up with gratitude, everything changes. Gratitude is about perspective. It's about choosing to see what's good even when things aren't perfect. It's about recognizing that no matter what challenges you face, there is always something to be thankful for. Maybe it's your health, your family, your opportunities, the simple fact that you are breathing, alive, and capable of creating change. Because here's the truth, no matter how bad things seem, there is always someone out there who would give anything to have your worst day. Someone who didn't wake up this morning, someone who is fighting battles you can't even imagine. And when you stop and realize that, when you truly let that sink in, your problems suddenly don't seem so big anymore. Most people are always waiting for something to be happy about. They tell themselves, I'll be grateful when I have more money. I'll be happy when I get that promotion. I'll appreciate life when things are easier. But that's a broken way of thinking because it keeps you chasing something that never ends. If you can't be grateful now, in this moment, with what you have, you never will be. Because the truth is, gratitude isn't about what you have. It's about how you see what you have. It's about understanding that every single thing in your life, no matter how small, is a blessing. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It's a tool, a strategy, a success habit. The most powerful, successful, fulfilled people in the world don't start their day by focusing on what's missing. They don't wake up and immediately drown themselves in stress and negativity. They start their day by grounding themselves in gratitude, by focusing on abundance, by shifting their energy to what they do have instead of what they don't. Because when you operate from gratitude, you operate from power. You operate from a place of confidence, clarity, and strength. Science even proves it. Gratitude rewires your brain. It lowers stress, boosts happiness, increases resilience. It makes you more productive, more focused, more capable of handling challenges. Because when you start your day in a state of gratitude, problems don't seem as overwhelming. You don't waste time complaining, doubting, or feeling stuck. Instead, you take action, you move forward with energy and purpose. You make things happen. But gratitude is a choice. It's something you have to practice. It's easy to be grateful when life is going well, when things are easy, when you're winning. But true gratitude is about finding appreciation even in the struggle. It's about recognizing that every challenge, every setback, every difficult moment is shaping you, teaching you, preparing you for something greater. It's about understanding that life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And the more you practice gratitude, the more it becomes a habit, the more it becomes your default state. Instead of waking up thinking about stress, pressure, or frustration, you wake up thinking about possibilities, opportunities, and blessings. Instead of focusing on problems, you focus on solutions. Instead of seeing obstacles, you see growth. And that simple shift, starting each day with gratitude, can change everything. I am constantly growing and evolving. Growth is the foundation of life. Everything around you is either growing or dying, evolving or fading away, pushing forward or staying stuck. And the same is true for you. The moment you stop growing, the moment you stop challenging yourself, pushing your limits, learning new things, that's the moment you begin to decline. Life is not meant to be lived in stagnation. It's meant to be a constant evolution, a never-ending journey of becoming more, of breaking through barriers, of reaching new levels. Every day, every experience, every challenge is shaping you, refining you, turning you into a stronger, wiser, more capable version of yourself. Most people resist growth because it's uncomfortable. Growth means stepping outside of what's familiar. It means doing things you've never done before, thinking in ways you've never thought before, facing fears that you've avoided for too long. And that's why so many people stay the same year after year, trapped in their comfort zones, repeating the same patterns, living the same life. They tell themselves they want more, but the moment growth requires discomfort, they pull back. They choose easy over effort. They choose familiar over progress. But the reality is, nothing great has ever come from staying the same. If you want more out of life, you have to become more. Growth isn't just about success. It's about fulfillment. It's about waking up every day knowing that you are better than you were yesterday. It's about looking back and realizing that the things that once scared you, the things that once seemed impossible, are now part of your reality. It's about developing the mindset, the skills, the discipline to take control of your life instead of being controlled by circumstances. Because no matter where you are right now, no matter what challenges you face, you are not stuck. You are never stuck unless you choose to be. The moment you commit to growth, the moment you decide that you will keep moving forward no matter what, everything begins to change. Growth requires learning. It requires a hunger for knowledge, for new experiences, for fresh perspectives. Every book you read, every conversation you have, every challenge you overcome adds something to you. It sharpens your mind, strengthens your character, and expands your vision. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who think they know everything. They are the ones who never stop learning. They are the ones who remain curious, who seek out wisdom, who surround themselves with people who challenge them to be better. They don't settle. They don't get comfortable. They push themselves every single day to grow, to evolve, to become more. But growth also requires failure. It requires setbacks, mistakes, moments of frustration. Too many people see failure as a reason to stop, as a sign that they're not good enough, not capable enough. But failure is not the opposite of growth. It is the fuel for growth. Every time you fail, you learn. Every time you struggle, you build resilience. Every time you get knocked down and stand back up, you become stronger than you were before. Growth isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about moving forward even when it's hard. Even when you don't see immediate results, even when doubt creeps in. The key is to embrace the process. Growth isn't a destination you arrive at one day, it's a lifelong commitment. It's understanding that no matter how much you achieve, how much you learn, how far you go, there is always another level. There is always more to discover, more to master, more to become. And that's what makes life exciting. The best version of you is not some fixed point in the future. It's an ever-evolving reality. It's a version of you that is constantly expanding, constantly improving, constantly stepping into new possibilities, and the only way to reach it is to commit to growth every single day. I have everything I need to succeed. Success is not something you wait for, wish for, or hope for. It's something you create. And the truth is, you already have everything you need to make it happen. You don't need more time, more resources, more luck. You don't need permission from anyone. What you need is already inside you. Your mind, your resilience, your ability to adapt, your willingness to take action. Too many people hold themselves back because they believe they are missing something. They tell themselves they need to wait until they have more experience, more knowledge, more connections. But that is just fear disguised as logic. The only thing standing between you and success is the belief that you are not ready. And that belief is a lie. The world has conditioned people to think they need something external to succeed. They need a degree, the perfect circumstances, a stroke of luck. But if that were true, how do people with nothing rise to the top? How do people with no formal education, no financial backing, no special advantages go on to change the world? They do it because they refuse to believe in limitations. They do it because they understand that success is not about what you have, it's about how you use what you have. It's about mindset, determination, and the ability to keep moving forward even when the odds are against you. You have a brain that is capable of learning anything. If you don't know something, you can study, you can practice, you can figure it out. You have a body that is capable of taking action. No matter where you are right now, no matter what obstacles stand in your way, you have the ability to take one step forward. And that's all success is. Moving forward, one decision, one action at a time. The problem is that most people convince themselves they are missing something before they even start. They spend their lives waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right level of confidence. But success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who decide they are ready now. The most powerful shift you can make in your life is realizing that you are not lacking. You are not incomplete. You do not need anything outside of yourself to take the first step. Because the reality is, no matter how much you gain, more money, more skills, more connections, if you don't have the belief in yourself, none of it will matter. Success doesn't come from what you get, it comes from who you are. And who you are is already enough. The key is to stop looking at what's missing and start recognizing what's already there. You have the ability to work harder than anyone else. You have the ability to be disciplined, to be resourceful, to be relentless. You have the ability to keep going when most people would quit. And that is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's not about talent, it's not about privilege, it's about the unshakable belief that you already have what it takes. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to come along and tell you that you are finally ready. You have to decide that for yourself. You have to believe that no matter where you start, no matter what challenges you face, you are capable of figuring it out. Every great success story begins with someone who refused to accept the idea that they were not enough. Someone who stopped making excuses and started making progress. Someone who realized that they didn't need more time, more money, or more resources. They just needed to use what they already had. And when you make that decision, when you stop waiting and start doing, you'll realize that success was never out of reach. It was always within you. I will take bold action. Bold action is the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. It's the difference between those who sit on the sidelines waiting for the perfect moment and those who step into the arena and make things happen. The world does not reward hesitation. It does not reward playing it safe. It rewards those who take risks, who move forward despite fear, who refuse to let doubt control their destiny. Bold action is not about waiting until you feel ready. It's about acting before you do. It's about making decisions that push you, challenge you, force you to grow. It's about stepping beyond comfort and into the unknown, because that is where real success happens. Most people never take bold action because they are trapped by fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making the wrong move. They overthink, they hesitate, they wait for certainty, but certainty never comes. There will never be a time when everything is guaranteed, when every risk is eliminated, when every move is safe. And if you spend your life waiting for that moment, you will stay exactly where you are. Success doesn't come from knowing exactly how everything will play out. It comes from trusting yourself enough to move forward anyway. Every great achievement in history came from bold action. Every major success story started with someone who was willing to take a leap when no one else would. They didn't have all the answers. They didn't have a guarantee, but they had the courage to act. They understood that progress doesn't come from thinking about what could go wrong. It comes from making a decision and committing to it fully. The people who win in life are not the ones who wait until they feel ready. They are the ones who jump in, who figure it out along the way, who take the risk even when it scares them. Action is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's easy to talk about what you want. It's easy to make plans, set goals, and imagine success. But none of that matters without action. The world is filled with people who had great ideas, great potential, great dreams, but never did anything about them. And potential means nothing without execution. Bold action means doing what needs to be done, even when it's uncomfortable. It means making the call, taking the shot, stepping up when it would be easier to step back. It means refusing to let fear dictate your choices. The biggest lie people tell themselves is that they need more time. More time to think, more time to prepare, more time to feel confident. But time is not the problem. The problem is inaction. The problem is hesitation. Every day you wait, every moment you delay is another opportunity lost. And the most successful people in the world don't have more time than you, they just use their time differently. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they make the moment perfect by taking action. Taking bold action doesn't mean you won't fail, it doesn't mean everything will work out exactly as planned, but it does mean you will learn, you will grow, and you will get closer to where you want to be. Failure is not the enemy, inaction is, because when you take action, even if you fail, you are still moving forward, you are still learning, you are still gaining experience. But when you do nothing, you stay stuck, you let fear win, you let doubt control your life. The truth is, the world belongs to those who act. The people who achieve the most are not necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the most experienced. They are the ones who have the courage to take the leap, to go all in, to bet on themselves even when no one else does. They don't just think about success, they take the steps necessary to create it. They don't wait for permission, they give themselves permission. They don't let fear stop them. They push through it again and again until bold action becomes their default. I will impact lives. Impact is not something that happens by accident. It is a choice, a commitment, a way of living. Every single day, you have the power to influence the world around you. The question is, will you use that power? Most people go through life focused only on themselves, what they need, what they want, what they can get. But real fulfillment, real success, real legacy comes from what you give. It comes from how you show up for others, how you contribute, how you make a difference. The greatest people in history, the ones who are remembered long after they are gone, are not the ones who simply took from the world, they are the ones who gave. They are the ones who used their time, their energy, their talents to lift others up, to inspire, to create something bigger than themselves. Impact isn't about waiting for some grand opportunity to change the world. It's about the small choices you make every day. It's about how you treat people, how you lead, how you show up when it matters. It's about understanding that every action, every word, every decision has the potential to create a ripple effect. A kind word at the right time can change someone's entire day. A piece of advice, a moment of encouragement, a decision to help instead of walk away. These things seem small, but they are powerful. They plant seeds. They create change in ways you may never even see. Too many people believe that impact is reserved for the few, for the leaders, the celebrities, the people with massive platforms. But impact is not about status. It is about intention. It is about recognizing that no matter who you are, no matter where you are in life, you have something to give. You have experiences, wisdom, lessons, skills that someone else can benefit from. You don't have to wait until you are successful to start making a difference. You don't have to wait until you have more money, more influence, more recognition. You can start right now, exactly where you are, with exactly what you have. Every time you step up, every time you lead by example, every time you push yourself to be better, you inspire someone else to do the same. The world needs more people who are willing to take responsibility, to lift others up, to serve instead of just take. The world needs more people who understand that true success is not just about personal achievement, it's about legacy. It's about what you leave behind, what you build, how you contribute to something greater than yourself. Impact requires action. It's not enough to think about helping others, to talk about making a difference. You have to do something. You have to step up. You have to make the choice every single day to lead, to contribute, to add value. It doesn't matter how big or small your actions seem. What matters is that you take them. The greatest changes in the world don't come from one massive moment. They come from a series of consistent, intentional efforts. They come from people who decide that their life will mean something, that they will use their time and energy to make things better. Fear holds most people back from making an impact. They worry they're not good enough, not ready, not capable, but the truth is, impact isn't about perfection, it's about effort. It's about stepping up even when you don't have all the answers, even when you don't know exactly how things will turn out. It's about realizing that someone out there needs what you have to give, that your story, your voice, your experience can change someone's life. And the moment you shift your focus from what can I get to how can I serve is the moment everything changes. Because when you commit to impacting lives, when you live with the intention of making a difference, you don't just change the world around you, you change yourself. Today is my opportunity. Today is not just another day. It is not just a continuation of yesterday or a routine you repeat without thinking. Today is an opportunity. It is a chance to move forward, to grow, to take action, to create something meaningful. Every single day you wake up, you are given a gift, a fresh start, a blank slate, a new chance to step into your potential. But too many people waste today by living in the past or worrying about the future. They let regret hold them back or fear keep them stuck. They wait for the right time, the right circumstances, the perfect moment. But there is no perfect moment. There is only now. And now is where everything happens. Opportunity is everywhere, but most people don't see it. They are too distracted by their doubts, their excuses, their limitations. They tell themselves they don't have enough time, enough resources, enough talent. But opportunity is not about what you have, it's about how you use what you have. It's about recognizing that right now, in this moment, you have the ability to make a decision that changes everything. You have the ability to take one step toward your goals, to push yourself beyond what's comfortable, to do something that brings you closer to where you want to be. Success is not built on luck. It is built on the small decisions you make every single day. The decision to show up when you don't feel like it. The decision to put in the effort when no one is watching. The decision to focus on what you can do instead of what you can't. Every day is an opportunity to get stronger, to get better, to move closer to your vision. But that only happens if you take action. That only happens if you refuse to let today slip by without making it count. Most people live as if they have unlimited time. They push their dreams to someday. Someday they'll start the business. Someday they'll take the risk. Someday they'll become the person they've always wanted to be. But someday is an illusion. It is an excuse that keeps people from taking action today. The truth is, you don't know how many days you have left. You don't know how many more opportunities will come your way. And that is why this day, this moment, this opportunity matters. Because the people who succeed in life are not the ones who wait for the perfect moment. They are the ones who decide that today is the moment. There will always be obstacles. There will always be reasons to wait. There will always be fears and doubts trying to hold you back. But none of that matters. What matters is what you choose to do despite those things. What matters is that you stop waiting for conditions to be perfect and start creating your own opportunities. Because every moment you hesitate is a moment you will never get back. Every day you waste is a day you could have been building something great. Today is your opportunity to push harder, to challenge yourself, to do the thing you've been avoiding. It is your opportunity to break old patterns, to stop making excuses, to finally commit fully to your goals. It is your opportunity to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. It is your opportunity to take control of your future, instead of letting life happen to you. You are not promised tomorrow. You are not promised another chance. But you do have today. And what you do with it will determine everything. Because today is not just another day. It is your opportunity. It is your moment. It is your chance to step up, to take action, to move forward with no hesitation, no doubt, no waiting. Conclusion: the power to shape your life and your future lies within you, right here, right now. Every single moment is an opportunity to take control, to push beyond your limits, and to create the life you desire. It's not about waiting for the perfect circumstances, the right time, or the approval of others. Success, fulfillment, and impact come from the decisions you make today. You have everything you need to succeed: strength, resilience, knowledge, and the ability to grow. But none of that matters unless you take action. Action is what transforms potential into reality. Action is what turns dreams into tangible results. It's not the absence of fear or doubt that makes people successful. It's the willingness to take bold steps in spite of them. The path to a fulfilled, impactful life is not linear. It is filled with twists, turns, challenges, and setbacks. But that is what makes it worth pursuing. Growth comes through struggle, progress comes through persistence, and success comes through a relentless commitment to your vision. You are capable of handling whatever life throws your way because you have the power to adapt, to learn, to rise, and to move forward no matter how difficult things get. The key is to see every setback as a learning opportunity, every failure as a stepping stone, and every obstacle as a chance to grow stronger. Each day is a new opportunity, a fresh start to push yourself further, to be better, and to make an impact. The world is full of people who talk about what they want to do, what they want to achieve. But talk is cheap. Action is what makes things happen. And today, you have the opportunity to act. You have the power to make this moment count, to take that first step toward your dreams, to break free from what's been holding you back. Don't let fear of the unknown, fear of failure, or fear of judgment stop you from taking action. You're stronger than your excuses, and your actions will prove that. Every step you take brings you closer to the person you're meant to be, and every decision you make impacts not only your own life, but the lives of those around you. You are in control of your life, your future, your destiny. And the only thing standing in your way is your belief that you can't do it. But that belief is a lie. You have everything you need to succeed. Your potential is unlimited, your strength is unbreakable, and the resources you need are already within reach. All you need to do is take that first step, to make the commitment to yourself that you will no longer let doubt, fear, or uncertainty hold you back. The person you are today is capable of achieving things you may have once thought were impossible. And when you take bold action, you will create a ripple effect that will not only change your life, but the lives of those around you. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time through consistent effort, small decisions, and continuous growth. But each day that you show up, each day that you make the choice to keep moving forward, you are building momentum. You are building the foundation for the future you want. And every day is an opportunity to make a greater impact, to leave a legacy that matters, and to live a life that you are proud of. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it may never come. Take the opportunity that is right in front of you. Today is your opportunity to rise, to to challenge yourself and to create the life you desire. Take bold action, impact lives, keep growing, be grateful for today, and use it to fuel your journey forward. The future you want begins with the choices you make today. And today you have the chance to take one step closer to making that future a reality. So go ahead. Make today count.